Welcome. Welcome to American Alpha Male. I'm glad you're here. Blessed that you're here. All I ask that you do is participate in the question I'm going to ask. Give me some feedback. Let me know what y'all like. Let me know your dislikes. Hold on. I got to get rid of those zombies. Now, we will always make sure we call people. Pardon me, let me position myself. We always gonna make sure that we call out people that need to be brought to the table. There are going to be a multitude of individuals who will claim to be an alpha male and they're not. One of the things I want to do is do this as well. What was one of your favorite toys growing up when you were a kid? I'll let you know mine's at the end. Some of y'all ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but it is what it is. And some of y'all gonna send this to somebody who needs to hear this. And when I say this, please take it personal, but don't get pissed. Grow up. Yeah, grow up. Bruh, it's time for people who want to be something to put in the work. But you can't put in the work if your mindset is minimal. Grow up. Yeah, I just talked about the childhood toy because you left it in the past. So that's what you have to do for the future is leave certain things in the past, and immaturity is now to be left in the past. Grow up. If you do not grow up, you are useless. Can I ask a simple question? Would you bet on somebody who was untrained, unprofessional, unavailable emotionally, and unwilling to give up the BS that they have signed up for? The question is simple. The answer is even worse because all it is no. You're useless until you grow up. We cannot do business with people like you. If you refuse to give up these childish activities and all this BS, I have to ask you the question, what will it take for you to realize that you need to? Now, if you have dreams and aspirations and all of these things, cool. But have you truly invested into them? If you are to be a musician, let me ask you, who's going to pay for it? Where's your marketing coming from? Who crafts you? Who crafts you better? Where's your management? Did you even know that you needed management? See, a lot of these cats, they don't do the studying. They don't understand. It takes money. They say the average to really break a record is $200,000. Do you got that sitting in your back pocket? Probably not. But grow the hell up because you're useless until you do. We can't do business. We can't work. We can't make anything happen. You don't want to put a kid and a boy in a man's position that will fail every single time. And this is part of the reason why you will fail every single damn time. Grow the hell up. Stop complaining about who wasn't there. Mommy and daddy and mommy and grandma and grandpa and uncle and auntie and brother and sister and cousin. I didn't have friends growing up. You know it's a damn problem. You know it's a problem. Refusing to get help, that right there is literally riding in a car with no engine. You just coasted until you crash and hit some shit. You're never going to have to start power. You're never going to be able to do any damn thing. You ever seen a car without an engine on the road? No, you don't. And if you do, what is going on? They are being towed or pushed by another vehicle, which means all your success will come off the backs of other people. Stop complaining about who wasn't there. And if you decide to do it, get a damn therapist. It's beyond reason that people wouldn't even look at this and start doing it. It is one of the worst things ever to get around a grown individual who's constantly complaining about his childhood. Oh, we see it all the time. The people you get to the party with, you got your drink. Preferably, hopefully, you just got some water. You got a bottle of water. And you're enjoying people. And here comes Negative Nate walking up. Hey, Nate, how you doing? I'm doing all right. How are you doing? I'm doing well. What's going on with you? Man, I'm doing bad out here, man. I'm doing really bad out here. Man, it's just like my childhood curse is just coming on. My mom, man, she worked all the time. My dad, he worked all the time. He used to beat me and all of these things. And my sister, she didn't protect me. Neither did my older brother. Nate, you're an adult. You know that, right? Yeah, I know, man. It's just hard. You don't know what it's like. No, I know what hardship is like, but I decided to do something about it. Nobody wants to hear your complaining ass about who wasn't there. So what? What are you going to do about it? What can you make happen for you? Because if you don't make things happen for you, nobody else will. You cannot help out lazy ass people and complainers. And if you're lazy, I'm going to tell you something right now. Expect in life what you put in. Just knocked out over 30 videos in a span of 3 days. Over 20 damn minutes with thorough research. Didn't make an excuse, just made it happen. Because what I want is completely different than what I have. In order for you to acquire stuff, you got to expand not just your space, not just your pack. You got to expand your mind. It only works that way. Then let me tell you something. When making any decision about you, make sure you matter. A lot of these guys, a lot of these dudes and boys, we don't say boys, but a lot of these dudes, they never make themselves matter. It's all about grandmama and grandpapa. It's all about mama and daddy. And never ask the question, when is it going to be about me? Not what the hell I do for people, but when is it going to be about me? Me. I'm sitting up here doing all of these things for all these people. They ain't doing nothing for me. You matter every damn time. You don't matter some of the time. You matter every time. Every single time you matter. Every single time it's supposed to count to you. So yes, you will have to get some semblance of being, how can we say this? Selfish. Forget it. I'm not candy coating shit. Some semblance of being selfish. I was going to use a different word, but hell no. You're going to have to start getting with this selfish attitude and making yourself matter. Because in the end, what the hell do you get out of stuff? What are you getting out of this? If it don't benefit you, it ain't for you. I don't care. Even when you do stuff for your friends and you don't want anything back, you should be able to say, I am glad that I helped my friend out. I am glad that this person is succeeding. I am happy about this. This I have made. Grow up. Because your name is a brand. it is being marketed. In the day and age that we have, and I know this is going to be dated, so somebody's watching this from 12 years, 15 years from now, the rules and principles still exist. But the name is a brand, it's being marketed. There are sites right now where they just type up your name and your name will pop up. They will be able to see your arrest records. They will be able to see your credit. This matters always. Who you were and who you are. The mistakes that you will make will define your legacy if you make them big enough. So before you do this dumbass thing, let me warn you before you step into a realm that you are not built for. Your name is a brand. So grow the hell up. It's not cool to drive under the influence. It's a bad investment. It sticks with you for 10 years. You could have mentally made the change already. I'm never going to do that again while you are sitting in that cell. But I'm going to tell you and warn you, it does not matter. And if you get a second one, you're about to do some real time, by the way. Your name is a brand. It is being marketed, whether you want it to or you don't want it to. You also have this option of getting a career and investing, or 2 jobs and getting 2 major investment skills. Get a career and start investing? Absolutely. In order to make money, you better study money. You better know money. You better be able to smell money from a mile away like it got a stench that's so pungent. If you have a career, you better do this. Do not leave it up to the company. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care what type of program they have for you. I don't care whatever employee compensation or benefit they may say they got for you. It ain't for you. It's for them. It's for them to give to you to make sure that you stay so they can say we care. They don't give a damn. How could they? They're not going to give a damn. You get a career, you invest. If you don't have a career and you only have a job, get 2 jobs, and then on the weekend, Saturday, invest in a major skill. Sunday, invest in a major skill so you can get out of the rat race of life. People pay for skills. Look at the entertainers. Entertainers' whole entire skill is having the ability to be looked at and having people praise you for it, no matter what you're doing. They'll look at your damn catalog of stuff that you've done. Some of the greatest singers I know are not aesthetically pleasing, so they'll never get a damn record deal. They'll never break. And I'm not saying you had to be this 6-pack having, muscle bound everything. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you're not sticking out the way you're supposed to. And if you can't handle that harsh truth, you definitely are not ready for the industry. Trust me, I know. Check the other page out. Grow the hell up. Get you a role model. But not just one. Get a couple of them. You see, people that I grew up liking and watching were some dangerous men. They were. And certain parts about them I emulated. Then when my mind gradually started to think a little bit more and I started to operate as an adult, I started to watch Star Trek. I started seeing men that made sense because they were leaders. People like Captain Benjamin Sisko and people like Captain Jean-Luc Picard. I guess we want to be technical. Captain Benjamin, Lafayette, Cisco. These were great men. I watched their mannerisms. I watched the way in which they spoke to people, because the writers who did this, they didn't just make it up. They had to find people that they wanted this person to emulate, put it all together, and make this a single individual and sell it to the public. And we bought it for 14 seasons, 7 seasons John Luke, 7 seasons Cisco. And we ate it in mass amounts because we liked what we saw. And I'm not saying your role models need to be people off of TV. I'm saying see somebody who is doing well, that is going to start doing great, and become coached or mentored by them. That's what you have to do. Success leaves clues, but also so does failure. You want to be a loser, hang around losers. You want to be a winner, study what winners do, and make their habits your medicine. And watch how you start to win. If you don't do this, prepare to lose. Build your avatar. Build what your image is. Build it. Craft it. If you can't dress, hire a stylist. If you don't know what smells good, talk to a couple of ladies and try out some fragrances and ask them, what do they think? Does this smell attractive to you? And all you have to do is completely give it honestly. Hey, how you doing? Listen, I'm really wanting your opinion. I'm not selling you anything. I just really want your opinion. What do you think about this fragrance? Is this a fragrance that you would talk to a guy smelling? Or, hold on, try this. And take the data and use it. Build your avatar. Maybe some of you look better with a beard. Maybe some of you look better with a mustache. It doesn't matter. Even your hairstyle. Build your avatar. And by the way, make sure it's not dated. If you're still doing certain hairstyles and it's just not in, don't expect to attract a high capacity woman. One of the attractive women, the ones that Barbie was based off of. We're not going into pigment and all that bullshit. We don't care about that here. Get in the gym and learn a martial art. One of the hallmark things about a man is his ability to protect. No offense to anybody, but if you look weak ass people who want to be strong will test you. They just will. They have to. And it'll make them feel better about themselves. But it ain't nothing like somebody who is 5'6" knocking out somebody who is 5'11", who got all the muscles and gravitas and boldness about them that just want to walk up and bully people. Man, we ain't tripping off that. We don't like that. We don't want it and we don't need it. But get your ass in the gym. I'm in the gym. Trust me when I tell you. I know how to fight and defend myself. Trust me when I tell you. But just because I have these skills does not mean for 2 seconds you are not supposed to. You must be doing these things. And if you are listening to this while you are at the gym, shout out to you. Now kick some ass today. And if you hitting a punching bag or you kicking a bag or anything and listening to this, congratulations. You've unlocked something that a lot of people will not, and that's fearlessness. The clubs are for celebrating success, VIP only. It is not a weekend playground. It's not. Too many of us waste the best years of our lives trying to chase tail at the goddamn club. No. Get some success in your life. And do not go into the club like a regular ass person. If it has VIP, get the VIP. You want to stand out of the crowd, look like you're somebody. All this every single weekend at the club bullshit, getting on these free goddamn guest lists just to stand in line and sit there and dry hip, thrust all in the air and trying to get a woman and trying to hopefully go ahead and go, oh my goodness, you look so amazing. Let me buy you a drink. We cutting out of that. Go from apartments to houses. You must make major financial decisions, and choosing to be solid in wherever in which you pick is one of them. You have to do this. You have to make that major investment. That is an estate for you that says in a couple of years, you might sell it because the market will go up. That's going to be a quick $50,000 to $200,000 in your pocket because you set it up. And do not get a house if you do not have the credit. You won't even get the job if you don't have the credit. Next thing, get a wife. Get a wife. Some of the loneliest men I've ever met have sat in the presence of some of the most gorgeous women. And yeah, they were having sex with them and everything. But when you look at them, when they smiled, it wasn't a smile filled with glee. Smiles are like this. You don't see it in the eyes. But when I look at my married friends, I see how happy they are. Their smiles are different. It's like, it's in their eyes. The passion is there. Get you a wife. Ain't nothing out there for you but STDs and pregnancies, and you better hope you catch the STD before pregnancy. I get it, going through a whole phase and seeing all these attractive women. Listen, the high capacity woman is always desired by many, but in the end, she's only going to choose one. You must have the same. You need to get married. It's nothing like having a partner companion in this life and exploring this shit. I'm not saying rush to marriage. Not saying that at all. But while you're dealing with a woman, your whole entire mindset needs to be, I'm going to marry her or I'm not. And you need to figure that out fast. And let's be completely honest. Grow the fuck up. You already know this. Ask yourself, what would yourself yell at you 10 years from now? You're right. A bunch of this stuff that I'm already saying. The toy that I liked the most when I was a youngin' was this toy called Bishop. It was this one of the black X-Men. He was a bigger figurine and stuff with muscles, and he had a tattoo on his face that went like this and another one that came down. And I actually wanted that tattoo. I still might get it, but not until I'm worth at least 10 million. Not because I'm afraid. Nah, I'm already solidified in what I do, but because it's going to be living out a fantasy. But I'm already going to have what I need already there. So they're going to be stuck with me regardless. I'll catch y'all in the next video. I appreciate you highly for stepping in and enjoying this video with me. Share this for your people. Make sure you got your notification bell turned on. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.